Hello, my YouTube beauties. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be testing out some new products from the brand Jason Wu that just launched at Target, as well as testing out this Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. I'm super curious to try this out, see how it does on my oily skin. I saw that I think it just launched at Walgreens, so I picked it up. And yeah, so if you're enjoying this video while you're watching, be sure to give this one a thumbs up and let me know. It does help me out. And be sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the content and want to stick around. All right, so I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Tinted Moisturizer. I was super excited when I saw this in the store and I was like, yes, I really want to try that out. I hope this is my shade. It looks a tiny bit light. So I'm going to be starting out with my Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is just a really good primer to kind of smooth the skin, and it doesn't really mattify. It doesn't really change how foundations apply. Just gives a nice base. So I'm going to take that and put it just kind of in my T-zone here. So this retails for $9.99 on Ulta. It says that it is formulated with 76% natural origin ingredients with aloe for natural coverage with shine-free 12-hour hydration. How do you have shine-free hydration? I just don't understand these claims that brands put on different products that they don't mix, you know? It says it's supposed to be lightweight, fresh, even skin tone and conceal imperfections. Tone-fitting pigments fit all skin tones and textures. There are 14 shades. I have mine in the shade 103. I believe this is the lightest shade in the range. I could have gone with 115, but 115 looked very, very dark. Again, it is a squeeze tube, which I'm a fan of. Now let's see how thick this is. It is pretty thick. It is not really going... Hey, hello, my face is here. Hello, okay. It's not going anywhere super fast. It does not have places to be. Looks like a pretty thick foundation. I'm gonna take my trusty makeup eraser sponge to apply this. It does say a tinted moisturizer, so I'm expecting it to mostly be soaking up into the sponge and not giving me a ton of coverage. Yeah, that pretty much faded into nothing. Like, did it even go on? I don't know. It's almost like it doesn't even matter that it's too light of a shade for me because it just totally goes away. Okay, this is extremely light coverage. So this does seem to kind of cling to different areas on my skin. Like it's sitting, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's sinking into my skin. It looks like it's kind of sitting on top of my skin, which I don't want that for a tinted moisturizer. It's supposed to be, you know, pretty skin-like. Okay, I already don't like this. Yeah, this is not good. Just based on how it's sitting on my skin, it really just looks like it's clinging. Oh my gosh, this is 100% a fail. Look at this. All right, look at my skin. Can you see like how patchy it looks on my forehead? It also looks like it's sitting on my nose. It's kind of clinging to different like dry areas around this area. Did not really do a great job at covering, which is fine if it doesn't look heavy, you know, but this is looking really heavy on the skin. It's separated. You can see it kind of like clinging to any areas on my face, which is very odd because I have oily skin, so it should not be clinging places. And I'm literally tempted just to take this off and try a different foundation, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take it off. Okay, so basically my verdict is don't buy this. Even if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, it's just bad all around. I can't see this working if you have dry skin because it's already clinging to different areas on my face that look like it's making my face look dry, even though I have oily skin. Absolutely not. Moving on, I'm going to go ahead and quickly apply my primer foundation so that we can get to testing out the Jason Wu Ready Set Matte Powder, which I just knew it was not going to look good on top of that skin tint. So I think for foundation, I'm just going to go in with a very, very like neutral, right down the middle kind of foundation. The It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better. This is a foundation and skincare. It just has a very natural, lifelike, skin-like finish. This is not going to be super matte. It's not going to be super glowy. I should be able to see with the powder how matte it is. Okay, so be right back. Do this all over again. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Jason Wu Ready Set Matte Powder. I got this at Target. I think it's exclusively at Target, and it's worrying me a little bit because on the website it does say it is on clearance. It was originally $17.99 and it's on clearance right now for $14.39, even though it has 5 stars. So I don't understand. Maybe it's just not bad. So it says that it's a soft, ultra fine, lightweight, translucent setting powder that has a matte finish. It has vitamin C and rosehip oil. Okay, I did not know that when I bought this product. Rosehip oil tends to break me out. I know it can be really good for acne, like acne prone skin, but it breaks me out. So, whoops. Okay, it says it's a translucent banana shade that's perfect for all skin tones. When you see the word banana on a powder, typically you think like, oh, it's gonna be kind of a light yellowish shade, but hopefully this actually is translucent and can work on multiple skin tones. I'm like all bummed that this has rosehip oil in it now because it might break me out. This is like the best part about new makeup. Okay, on the inside it does say Woo, which is kind of fun. It does look like a translucent powder. It looks like the same kind of tone as my Laura Mercier powder. I'm gonna go ahead and set down my concealer and foundation. For concealer, I went in with the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. Okay, that set everything down really nicely. It's making the under eyes look really pretty, like very smooth, very blurred. It's minimizing the creasing that happens. Usually I get really bad creasing underneath my eyes with concealer, and this actually makes it look really, really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set down my face. That is the one thing about translucent powders is it gets everywhere. Can you see it all over my shirt? That's why I get ready after I do my foundation, you know, and my makeup, because I always get powder everywhere. Set everything down quite nicely. My skin does look very matte, like pretty instantly. My skin looks nice. I don't think that it changed the color of my foundation either. I do have 2 other products to test out. I know this is kind of a shorter video. That's just because the other like Jason Wu products I wasn't super interested in trying. So I don't want to purchase it if I'm really not passionate or excited about the product. And these are the only ones that really like, you know, hit home with me and I thought I could use. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my base and I'll be back to test out the eyeshadow palette and the liquid eyeshadow. Hey guys, so we're gonna be testing out the Jason Wu Beauty Flora 9 eyeshadow palette. And now I have mine in the shade Desert Rose. This is the one that I saw Tati like super loving. And I was like, I gotta get my hands on that. This retails for $14.99, but again, it's on sale for $11.99 right now. Looks super, super pretty. This is really speaking to me, but I also have this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead going with the matte shades first from this palette, and then we will test out this liquid eyeshadow as well. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush, go in initially maybe with this shade on the corner. It just looks like the lightest crease blending shade. Now, I thought that, you know, $14.99 was kind of a lot for this eyeshadow palette at the drugstore. I would definitely pay more, like $11.99 for this. I actually think the sale price is more fair of a price to charge for this. It just feels really small, you know? Okay, that is a very pretty shade. I like that a lot. I'm gonna take the same brush, go in with this shade right here in the corner. Just kind of deepen up, keep it more in the outer V, and then buff it into the crease. One thing I really like about this eyeshadow palette is it has a lot of really nice matte crease shades. I am not a huge fan of when palettes have one crease shade. It's like, what am I supposed to do? These are blending very nicely. Like I said, I do have this Jason Wu Celestial Lust liquid eyeshadow. I have mine in the shade Jane Doe. Now this retails for $11.99 at Target and it is on sale for $9.59. There's 4 shades of this. I thought Jane Doe was the prettiest and probably the most flattering for my skin tone. It says you can apply with the doe foot applicator, blend with your favorite brush or finger. You can wear alone or as a topper. I think I'm going to wear this as a topper. Let's see what shade is going to work. Maybe I'll kind of mix it with this shade right here. So I'll take this one in the middle on my finger. Oh, interesting. This feels kind of dry. I'm gonna apply this all over the lid. All right, this is a pretty kind of topper glitter shade. This is not something that is going to provide a ton of pigment. Now, even just this right now, I would probably, if I was not going all out for this video and like using a bunch of different colors, I would just leave it like this. This is kind of my go-to everyday look where I add a little bit of a crease shade and then just a tiny bit of a shimmer on the lid. Now, I kind of want to use this, but I don't know if I'm going to mess it up. We'll see. Starting in the center. Just gonna kind of blend this all over the lid. Might not be the best idea. I haven't worked with liquid eyeshadow in such a long time. Holy cow. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Now that's what I call a shimmer shade. Can you see the difference between this liquid eyeshadow and the eyeshadow I applied originally? I think I'm gonna take that again all over the lid on this side and then use this white shade in the middle as kind of a topper. Because I wasn't, you know, as impressed with that first shimmer shade that I went in with. I mean, it's pretty, but it's just not wha-bam. It also feels like it has a bit of a cooling sensation. That is gorgeous. That is such a stunning shade. Does feel kind of heavy on the lid, actually. Like I can definitely feel this on. I feel like this video is all over the place, man. This is super pretty. I really, really like this liquid shadow. It just adds such a beautiful all over shimmer reflective look to your eye. Now I'm going to take this white shade on my finger, kind of tap it more towards the center and blend it out. Okay, that kind of did nothing. Literally almost did nothing. Okay, I'm gonna take that on a tiny little brush, put this all over the inner corner. Now I would be careful with these shades because it feels like these are more glitter toppers rather than something that you kind of put all over your lid. Glitter all over my face. Man, I'm stressed. Are you guys stressed? This video is stressing me out. I'm gonna take my pencil brush, go in with this shade in this corner. This is a little bit more of a deeper kind of, I don't know, I feel like it has more of this like tan terracotta shade to it. Was this the move? I don't know. Let's add some mascara and see where we landed. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I have lots of thoughts about the products that I used today. I just went ahead and added this NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Valkyrie, and then the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Opal on top as my lip combo. So loving this, by the way. This is such a pretty gloss. And yeah, so let's go ahead and talk through all the products that we tried today. This video just feels like a major fail. I don't know why. It just, things didn't work the way that I wanted them to. And that's just how makeup is, right? Like you can't always get products that are winners. And this video definitely had products that were not 100% winners in my opinion. So the biggest being the Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. This was just such a bummer. Like, no, this doesn't work for any skin type, I don't think. If it looks dry, cakey, patchy, heavy on me, I can't imagine it looking nice on any other type of skin. I just was super disappointed in this. I thought it was gonna be a lot better than it was. It just looked so heavy, patchy, yucky, like it just looked like I was wearing a really bad makeup. So had to wipe this off, didn't even want to continue wearing it, just knowing how it looked on my skin right away. So that's a huge fail for me. If you have tried this, please let me know your thoughts. Like, were you able to make it work? Do you like this? Because I definitely don't. And then, so the powder looks really, really nice. I am curious to see if it's gonna break me out. I will leave on the screen somewhere how it wore and if it did end up breaking me out. So far, I do really like it. I think it looks really pretty. It set down my foundation very nicely, and it does stay looking pretty matte right now. So we'll see how it continues to wear. And then let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. I think that this is good. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's decent if you were to pick this up on sale. I feel like the glitters are just kind of toppers, and so it's hard to make a full eyeshadow look out of this palette. I wish that there was some deeper crease shades as well. Yeah, I mean, the shades are definitely pretty. The packaging is nice and sturdy. It is plastic. I like that you can see all of the shades through the front of the palette. And then this is, I think, kind of the winner for me. That's kind of my issue with this, is just there was tons of fallout from like the glitter toppers. And so this just applied all over, so pretty, blended out very, very nicely. A beginner using makeup could definitely use this and not have any issues. I really like how reflective it is. It's just such a pretty eye-catching shade. All that being said, my brain kind of hurts. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.